I think it is already live, no? Preetadip, I can see a live button here.
Yes, ma'am, but YouTube doesn't, I don't think it has started on YouTube yet.
Okay. Mahesh, can you
Okay,
just
it's up now.
it's
Thank
up,
you.
huh? Yeah, normally there's a delay of about
ma'am.
a couple of seconds. Yeah. Okay, sure. So since the course orientation's over, this is more just an orientation about the general degree level, the changes that we have done in case any of you has missed it, or to keep it out there for people to also plan on what is going to be there in the degree level. Okay, got it, Jaydev. I'll check with them. In fact, I was shocked to find that there are 37 students this time in speech technology. Last time we had only 5 students, I think, and this time it's really increased. So I will check with Professor Umesh on whether he can meet with you all on Monday or Tuesday and kind of get this going. So I'll do that. Computer systems design didn't have it, is it?
No, ma'am, we were told that the professor would record a orientation lecture, but nothing of that sort has been done. So
Okay, now that the student list has come, maybe we will ask them to meet with you all directly. That might be a better thing. See, typically we do the orientations before you all select
before,
the
yeah,
courses. Having
but now we
selected
have
the
access to
courses, I
the.
will get them to actually interact with you all directly. So that is something I'll do. So if there's something not done, we'll also get through it probably in the coming week maximum. We'll try to sort it out for you all. Yes, Rajesh?
Yeah, ma'am. So
I can't hear you. I don't know if only I can't hear you or.
No, we lost his audio.
Okay. So Rajesh, I'll just run through what I have to say and then maybe we'll take up questions that are there.
thanks.
See my. I think there's something that all of you have gone through now that you come to the BS level. I'm even surprised all of you come to an orientation. It must be so boring to listen to the same thing again and again. But let me do my job of what I have to do. Okay, assuming that you all can see the presentation, I'm just going to run through some numbers here. This is, of course, the program structure that you all must have seen for the last 3 years now and gotten bored of it. But yes, this is the same structure, not too many changes, except for the BS level that is being added. This is the numbers that the team has given with respect to September registration. I think a few of the numbers are still off because we were going in for registration till yesterday and reconciliation is still happening. So my gut is this semester we have about 22,000 students who are actively registered with us. RK is about 1,000 and I think projects, those are doing separately without any theories around 1,500 or so. So this 19,890 should technically be about 22,000 for this term registered, but you get the, I guess, the grand picture of it. And foundation level has about 70% on an average, diploma is 30% and degree is about 3%. A lot of students are yet to move into the degree level, the blockers being the projects in the diploma that they are still kind of holding on to and not completing, that they get into degree level. Ideally, I think if they had all completed projects, we should have seen more than 1,000 in the degree level, but they're all yet to complete their projects there. And there are some good data that we are seeing. We are still collating it and maybe we will present it a bit later. But there is a good filtering happening at the foundation level itself as students move across the various courses. So though people pass the qualifier and our qualifier percentage of the overall applied is around, say, 25 to 28%. Now the JE comes in and skews it a bit. But overall, when they move through the 8 courses of the foundation, we are seeing the completion rates to be anywhere between, say, 60 to 65%. There is one fraction that chooses to complete foundation and stop there, or there is a fraction, bigger fraction, of course, that does not get through some courses of foundation. Of course, the majority being Maths 2, Stats 2, and Python is, of course, becoming the bigger blocker now. But there are students even in term 1, right, that they register for 2 or 3 courses and just don't do anything there and they drop off. So there's a pattern that we've been seeing. The behavior seems to be changing across the later terms. So this is term 121 F1 batch that I'm talking about, that we have a lot of data about. But the 21 F2, 21 F3 and all, the drop off does not seem to be this high, but of course they have 1 or 2 terms to go to. So we are tracking data at that level from our side, and we are also trying to see what is the program's in general filtering mechanism, how is it looking like across the courses? Is this model itself working where we give a set of courses and students kind of move across and then they accrue credits and get whichever exit they want to do? So it's very interesting to see that we are analyzing the data. It's going on from our side. In fact, we now have a small team that we are also building inside the BS program team, which is analyzing and looking at data. So that is there. But yeah, this is the broad numbers that we have for the September term. And again, this is something that the team has given, but I think till yesterday, day before, Vivas were going on for projects, potential students entering the degree. So I don't know if this is the final, but ballpark, you can see the numbers that are being seen here, right? So about 373 completing both diplomas, 554 is one diploma in data science, 162 is one diploma in programming, and 56 who have completed the BSc degree and moved to the BS level. And BS level completion, I think the first batch we will see which completes the credits will be December 2023. So that is something that's there. And the direct admission to diploma students also, we are seeing many of them complete it, and that is the number. I think this will get revised a bit more as we finalize the data for the May term, which is still under progress for now. This we already had a meeting with you all, but I would just like to put it back onto the record here. So the changes that are implemented with effect from the batch entering the BSc in 2023 September term is that both the core pairs are mandatory along with SPG. So 5 courses in the BSc level are fixed kind of for you. Just the order in which you take the course pair is probably left to the student. The remaining 2 courses can be any electives that you do, which is either from NPTEL 4 credits, or you can do it from the 3 level or the 4 level courses. So that's the BSc part of it. The BS part of it, we are saying it's mandatory to do 2 4 level courses in data science side, 4 level courses in the programming area, because a BS is a 4-year program. A transcript needs to have some 4 level courses, and hence this is there. But these 4 level electives can also come in from the apprenticeship, because we've given 4 level course codes to the apprenticeship that is there, as well as we are trying to see whether we can maybe possibly fit in some NPTEL courses into this too, that it will kind of satisfy this requirement. But yes, we have to get an approval for it, so it's not yet finalized. And you need a HSMG or a HM category 4 credits, which can be in-house or it can be from NPTEL again, and the remaining electives can be from anywhere else. I think this was already shared with you all, so you know all of it. Some courses which we might be changing after approval is, there are some courses like say not reinforcement learning, big data and biological networks, was it? Or let me see which I remember. Privacy and security in online social media. Then I think introduction to big data and all. Currently, we have put it in the data science side, but going back and asking whether these can be credited in either of the programming or data science domain, because a lot of coding does happen into it in terms of algorithm and doing the structure of whatever they're doing here. We asked whether it will fit into both, and we are kind of getting a yes reply, but we'll finalize and also tell you that, so that some of these courses might get credited by you either in the data science domain or the programming domain for the mandatory 2 4 level electives that you have to do in the BS level. So that's something that we are looking into. HM level, you see a few courses here, so that is something that you can see. We are also getting 3 more new courses in January. Definitely, we are working on which might be deep learning for computer vision, an LLM course, as well as an NLP course. So we are going in for Senate approvals, finalizing the faculty, and we'll start work for it. So it's not shown here, but it should come in the January term. There are a couple of other courses too that we are working on, but I think we will update you as it happens. So that is something that is there. It's very interesting. Mathematical thinking also has about 47 students this time. We were not sure how people would take up to it, but looks like, I don't know, people are trying it out. Very interesting and very nice to see that there are so many students taking up those courses. And maybe after this, I'll show you all the data on that. Apprenticeship and 4 level courses, like I said, what we've done is you can basically do an apprenticeship of
Okay, so looks like there is a network issue. Am I audible, everyone?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yeah. So see, the apprenticeship also is split into two parts. It is there is a 4 month. The total amount of apprenticeship that you can have is up to 8 months. So there is a split that you can take 1 to 4 months because this involves you working with a company and they allowing you for apprenticeship. So the apprenticeship can also be taken in two sets, months 1 to 4, which will be 4 credits that Bharti was showing, and the other is week from months 4 to 8. It can be now added for the remaining credits as defined in the grading document. Just a minute. Let me just so any quick questions till this point on the courses part as of now? I'll just take a couple of questions now till Bharti is back.
So, Jagat sir, so I have a couple of questions. So, but I have too many basically. in fact.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So, first question is that acronym. So in the grading document, I can see too many acronyms here and there. But so there is no where I have seen that you have mentioned the full form of those acronyms. Number one, and number two.
Okay.
And number two, so those acronyms looks very casual, kind of. So you have mentioned one acronym here and the other acronym. I could not really connect those acronym to other places. Just to give an example, in one place you have told that, give me a moment, a DS and DP categories mandatorily completed 2 courses in the 4-level kind of actually, but nowhere else you have mentioned which one is DS and which one is DP. In fact, in the table that you have shown that each of the courses are there, so you have mentioned that HM, BD, AC, etc., but nowhere you have mentioned DS or DP. So this looks very disconnected document kind of.
Yeah, noted. So see, DS is data science. So basically,
No, so,
it covers the BD. I understand what you are hinting at. We'll make that change in the document itself. The legend is what you are saying, right? And the consistency in the acronyms across, right?
Right. So yeah, so few of the things I can assume that I can guess that all these things actually, and I'm not asking for
but
the answer from the acronym also here.
Yeah, it is better to have it put from our side so that there is no confusion, no ambiguity, and yeah, sure. We'll note it. So see, couple of things. If you can just point out where exactly you see it, because see, at the end of the day, we do make enough of documents on a daily basis. So if you could just point out, I mean, see that's where an external eye really helps, and we are taking. I mean, yeah, a lot of corrective actions are coming in as soon as more people are writing to us. So if you could just point out a couple of places, then we'll do a thorough check once more.
Actually, I have already written this to support, but in some cases, when I write to support, sometime I copy to Bharti ma'am also sometime, but I don't want to get you disturbed always. That doesn't look nice. That every time I'll CC you or Bharti ma'am, something like that. Okay.
No, it's okay, Rajesh. I think, see, at the end of the day, at least one of us will act on it, right? I mean, the moment you send across this, see, this becomes an action item. See, either Bharti would remind me, have you done this? Or I would remind Bharti, have you done this? So that way it helps.
And actually, the kind of response I get from the support is sometimes it looks very funny, actually. So, for example, sometime back, I have questioned that when the September 2023 term is going to start. They told that September is going to start from 2023. Exactly this English I've got from.
Yeah, sure. No, we are working with the teams, but yeah, I mean, point taken. We will do a thorough check of the acronyms and the legends in the document once more, especially so that there is no ambiguity. Now that there are enough of rules, enough of electives. Even sometimes even we become confused. I mean, what did we say last time?
Right.
So I completely understand.
In fact, that is my second question. The second question is that whatever you have shown in the table, that which course will be available at which term, is that guaranteed?
See, the yeses are guaranteed. I mean, whatever happens, yeses will run. There is a possibility that the ones which are in N, I mean, if there is a popular demand, we will put it in that particular term as well.
I understand. So I'll not mind N is converting to Y, but I'll definitely have a problem.
Y
when
won't convert.
Y is
Yeah, Y
converting to
won't
N.
convert to N. Y will not convert to N. That we can assure you.
But that is not actually happening. So what you have, if you see the grading document, not the grading document, you have mentioned this thing the last time in the student handbook. So, and if you see the last published student handbook, and if you see the current grading document, you have actually made that Y into N.
Which course is this?
I exactly don't remember right now, but if you
No,
because
says
we
BDBN.
did a thorough check. Huh?
In the chat box, Varun says BDBN.
Big data
That has
and
been
biological networks. Huh? Okay. I mean, because the way we had gotten approvals on these courses and the way the faculty had agreed to the schedule, I mean, that's what we have put in the current term also. But yeah, I mean, I'll do a cross check. But yeah, I mean, let me assure you, the Y will not change to N. I mean, because at least we have got a.
No, so JK, the BDBN was a conscious decision because only 3 had done it and the faculty was busy this time, so we had to change it. And we were also scheduling the bio courses as per the the terms, the number of electives that we have to handle per term. We were just kind of managing. So because when we were scheduling it as per that, we were getting about 18 courses in one term and only 10 in the other. So we were just sorting it out so that we run about 11 or 12 every term and we do it. But that being the first term, and normally we run all courses, we had gone on that model. But Preetadeep, this will be okay going forward. The yes will not become a no, but the no might become a yes.
Okay, good. So, Bharti, as you are disconnected from the network, so that's why we are moving into the question answer session. But what do you want to do? You want to continue, or I have a couple of other questions should I ask?
No, go ahead. My system died on me, so I'm just seeing what to do with the time on the mobile. So
okay.
Yeah.
So now the next question is that I'm getting a little confused about this new requirement for the BSc. In BSc right now, I understand that the 5 courses are mandatory for BSc, right? Now,
Yeah.
the question, so now question is actually, and that is one thing. And second thing is that, so there's some other rule. For example, say HS course in NPTEL can be credited only in BS, and technical courses on NPTEL can be credited only in BSc, right? Now, how do you exactly make this line between BSc and BS? Do you have to complete that BS course, then only I can move into BS, or I can take it as I can forget about BSc, I can only target about BS, and I can forget about that line between BSc and BS.
Rajesh, it's the minimum number of credits, Rajesh. I mean, as soon as you reach 114 credits, that is BSc for you.
So, okay, so let me take in a different way. So, for example, so for BSc, I have to get 28 courses and 28 credits, and for BS, I have to get another 28 credits, right?
Yes.
Okay, now let's assume that I have already got 28 credits, maybe more, but I have not completed all the 5 mandatory courses. Let's assume that. Okay, so in that case,
I mean, see, the mandatory credits will be calculated. See, 114. So first we will look for 100. So okay, so this is the process flow, how it will happen. The 114 credits will be considered first. We will be looking into within this 114. Once somebody reaches 114, we'll see whether the mandatory 5 courses have been completed or not. If the person has not completed the mandatory 5 courses,
that's only for September batch, JK, not for the people who started the BSc level before.
Yeah,
the mandatory
so
5
for
courses
them,
are not for them.
Yeah, correct. The 5 course mandatory rule is not for them, but the same scenario can happen even for students. So let's say somebody has done NPTEL courses and comes to the program, like what Rajesh is saying. I mean, there is a possibility that with the 4 courses, they may cross the minimum credit requirement, right?
Right.
But whatever it is, the minimum 5, see, the thing is, 114 credits with mandatory 5 courses.
You cannot. No, there are 5 mandatory courses. 4 credits is only NPTEL. 1 more elective you have to do. That's the 28 calculation.
No, so Bharti, not in this way. So let's assume that I have out of those 5 courses, I have taken say 3 courses. and rest of the courses I have taken something else, and still I have got say 149 because that 100%. So now in that case, how will you treat me? BSc or BS, or how? You'll
See,
treat me?
114 credits completed with
Mhm.
a core pair completed for those who entered before September term. That is taken as BSc level completed. But if you're crediting an NPTEL course table 2 after that, we will move some of these elective credits into the BS level and accommodate NPTEL into the BSc level. The provisional is given, but the BSc BS is fluid for us when we are calculating the credits and the type of courses that are there. So for giving you the provisional certificate, we will look at 114 credits with the core pair completed, SPG completed for pre-September 2023. Post-September 2023 batch, you have to complete both core pairs, SPG, and another additional 8 credits from whichever source that you do to get your BSc level provisional certificate. And in BS, you can credit your table 2 also. We will show you. We will just reappropriate the courses and credits accordingly.
Okay, so for the sake of this discussion, I am talking only about myself, where I have entered into this
So you
term
can
only.
send us a mail, Rajesh. If it's very specific
Yeah.
to you, I think we need not take this on this. We can probably talk
Uh-huh.
about generic things in the program and anything else that you
Okay.
all have as doubts.
No, I'm just trying to understand the rule basically. Okay, so
Yeah, so the rule is this, it's 114 credits for BSc. Whatever is
Mhm.
mandatory requirement that has to be also satisfied, then you get a provisional. But if you want to credit NPTEL after that, we will put it back into this bucket and move out some electives into the BS. That is the job on our side of it, which should be working.
no, so in that case, so let's assume that I don't bother with the provisional certificate. I'm targeting directly into BS in that case. Okay. Okay. So in that case, I don't bother with all the provisional certificate, etc. Now, can I take the courses like that way? So I'll first complete only few of the mandatory courses, but not all. And let's take that AI plus deep learning.
You're in which level now? Which batch have you entered the degree level?
This batch only. In
Okay.
September. In September.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So okay. So let's assume that I have still get that 28 credits, but I have not so but before that, one more question. So we have
You
two
cannot complete the 28 credits without doing the 5 mandatory courses from September batch onwards. The workflow will ensure that you're finishing it.
okay, so that was my question. So my question is, in the core subjects. So if I take the core subject, I have to always take the 2 subjects together, or I
Yes.
can take one of
One
the
core pair and SPG is the order in which you do it. The other core pair can be staggered to the next term if you want.
Okay, okay. So that means it cannot happen that I'll take software engineering this term and
No,
I'll
you
take
can't.
testing this term.
If
That
you're
I
doing
cannot.
only one course, you can take software engineering this term, but then you have to, if you're taking 2 courses, it will have to be that pair.
Okay, okay. So that is tightly bound. Kind of.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, okay. So that answers my question in that case.
Okay, sure.
And in that case, one more thing. Let's assume that I have completed my BSc level with 28 courses without NPTEL. Let's assume. In that case, in BS level, can I get credit for NPTEL technical courses?
Yeah, the table 2 gets credited in the BSc level only.
So, once I have completed all my mandatory courses and I have also got that say 28 credits, then I cannot get my NPTEL technical
That's what I
courses.
said, Rajesh. When you credit it, it is our job to move out a course from the elective bucket of BSc into the BS and then move these NPTEL into that particular thing. We will show you the crediting. You can credit it and we will get it done.
Okay.
So for us, the BSc BS is fluid for certain things. For some, it is put in stone. When we have to issue a provisional, it is set in stone. When we have to give you the entire transcript for the BS level, at that point, we can move some credits here, some credits there. It doesn't matter for us. When we are looking at a BS transcript, for us, total of 56 credits has to come there. These 5 mandatory courses have to be there. 2 4 level in DS has to be there. 2 4 level in programming has to be there. And then we have to, if there is NPTEL of 4 credits, I can put in max for table 2, NPTEL 4 credits of HM or any other HM category, I can put it there. That is what we will look at when we are saying that you've completed a BS with us. At that point, the BSc BS distinction is very fluid. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, so that's I was asking. Okay.
Yeah.
One more question.
Rajesh, can we take the next question and come to
Sure,
you towards the
Sure,
end
sure.
of it? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Thanks. I think the next person in queue is you can ask. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sorry. Could you please repeat? I mean, I think I lost your audio for some reason. Am I the next person in queue or?
No, it's yeah, you are the next person in the queue.
Okay. So first of all, thanks for clarifying that you can move around the electives from the BSc bucket to the BS bucket. I think I did not know that was possible. I was afraid if I would overshoot the 114 credits. Anyway, my questions. Okay, so firstly, I just wanted to reiterate this that the certificates for the workshops for the previous term haven't been released, neither for Paradox nor for the IITM BS workshops. Maybe that needs to be looked into.
So there was only for 2 batches the certificates were not released. I think we are releasing them now. So the team figure. I mean, see, there was a bulk upload in which 2 batch got missing, and it is being uploaded right now. In
I'm
next
sorry.
couple of certificates will also be visible in your dashboard.
JK, your voice
so
is breaking.
Yeah. I
a
was
lot.
wondering if it was a network issue at my end.
Okay, am I audible?
No, it's stretching and kind of getting
Difficult
distorted.
to comprehend. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think for the DL workshop that was conducted in the May term break, certificates were missed out. They were released last week. And for the DL workshop conducted last week, they are coming out, I think, this week. So that is what we have been told.
I haven't gotten the workshops, the certificate yet. If they have been released already, I attended all the workshops from the previous from the May term, neither for the DL nor for the Django.
It will
Yeah,
come in the
Django's
next 2
not
days.
been
There was
done.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the workshops are being uploaded. The certificates are being uploaded. It will take another couple of days to get it loaded onto your dashboard.
Sure, sir. So, any clarification regarding the Paradox workshops as well, then?
Yeah. So Paradox workshop, what has happened was 2 lots seem to have been missed out. We are adding them along with the other workshop certificates.
Okay. So that answers one question. My next question is, so the new courses that have been brought into the HSMG bucket for the BS level, I have already done one of the courses from that bucket before it was brought into HSMG. Is it possible for me not to credit have that? I mean, can I still take up NPTEL for HSMG and not have the department, the in-house elective credited for that?
Yes, you can. This will be treated as a general elective for you, and you can do that. Yes.
Okay, that is what I was wanting to. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Next question would be, so the offline courses at IITM, the grading document says that they will start from January 2024 onwards. Can we get the specific details about those towards the end of the term, maybe?
Yeah, but it's a very, very fluid thing that we don't know how it will work out. It's just an enabling that we have done from our side. So typically courses here, even for the in-campus students across the BTech, masters and all, there are class sizes that the faculty defines and says, I will have only so many students in my particular class. And once that limit is reached, they have an order in which they take students also. Maybe their own other department students, and they have like other degree. Sometimes if it's a BTech course, they'll say, I'll take so many MTech. If it's an MTech course, they'll say so many BTech. They'll have some placeholders for number of students they will be able to accommodate in that particular class. And people can apply for it, but you may not really get allocated that course based on the number of seats available and number of applications received. So that's something that is very, very fluid. So we will try to work out with a few faculty on asking them whether we can open up their courses for limited numbers for the BS students, and we'll ask students to apply. But again, if we get 5 seats from the faculty for a class and say 50 students from the BS program apply, there again has to be a logic on how we are going to allocate those students to the class. So I would say this is just an enabling from our side in principle to say that we can try this, but implementations we will come back to you by November, December, when the actual course list comes out for IIT Madras campus courses, what we are able to work out with them, how we get you all to apply, how many are interested, what we can filter out, and so on. Okay.
Yeah. That is what my question was. I mean, notwithstanding the availability issues, I just wanted to get an idea of how it would work out operationally. How are we to apply?
Yeah. So we are also figuring out the operations at this point. We have a process we think should work, but then as we only do it, we will come to know what happens. But the only problem is all these classes will be in person on campus at IIT Madras. I don't think we have hybrid modes of operating the courses
Right.
yet. So you'll
Yeah.
have to be physically present here to attend the classes in the slots that we have.
So how will that difference work out? A 6-month course versus a 4-month course in our term? If I, so for
It's not
example,
a 6-month course. There also, it's only 4 months. They only have a 14-week semester here, after which the exams go. It's not a 6-month
Okay.
course here. There is a summer break of almost 2.5 to 3 months, and there's a winter break of almost 2 months, I think.
so it won't be the case that, for example, if I take up one of the in-house electives, the one online course and one offline course at IITM, it won't happen that my online course is over, but my offline course still continues till the next term. That
Yeah, it
won't.
might continue because the term for the IIT Madras is, it starts on say July 28th or so. It goes on up to November 20th, November 30th, and exams might be sometimes December 1st week. Results will come out
Yeah.
only in Jan. That's how it works.
So in that case, I'll have to wait for future registrations for the next term at IIT
Yes,
MBS.
yes, you have to. Yes.
Okay.
So that
So-
and this terms will never synchronize. They follow their own schedule. We
Right.
follow our schedule.
Okay. My next question would be, okay, this is more of a request. Can we have a separate announcement for the very first live session that occurs for every course? I mean, so as of now, I have added the calendars for the new courses, but those are completely blank. I think even in the previous time, I missed the first live session of one of the courses because it was scheduled, like it was very scheduled too close to the course. I missed that. So as a policy, can we just have an announcement either in the course portal or as an email to the registered students before the very first live session of a course?
Yeah, Pritodip, we can do that. For each of the courses, when the first session is going to start, right?
Right, yeah, because the
Yeah,
calendar is empty, and as of now, like for example, if I schedule a meeting in the calendar and say the meeting is tomorrow, many of the students might not check it. I mean, they might miss it. So a separate
we
announcement would be helpful.
Yeah, we will be sending announcements, both email as well as WhatsApp. Both will be sent.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
But we always do that, no, JK?
We do that, but certain the point is, certain sessions you will have, the scheduling might happen tomorrow, they will start and they will just finalize it a day before. It has happened for a couple of courses, but this term around we are not having any such casualties.
Okay, and I also heard that Narayanan is going to create G spaces for all the courses in the degree level, like we had for RL and all last time.
Yeah.
So I think it should be coming out there too, right?
Yeah, G spaces are actually helpful. Those are very helpful.
Yeah, so I think we are doing it for all the courses this time, is what Narayanan at least told me. So it should be okay, I think, in terms of information.
Okay. My next question, I mean, it might be a silly doubt, but I'll still ask it nevertheless. Even though the academic changes for the BSc, BS levels do not apply for those who started off before September 23, the fee structure changes. I mean, the new courses that have been reclassified as level 4 and all of those are still applicable for everybody, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, that was one of the doubts that I had back in the previous session. And my last doubt is, okay, so I have an NPTEL exam on 29th for credit transfer. I'm taking up ethical hacking as well, but and I have already filled up the form that was circulated in this regard. So there was a form that asked us if you have a clash with the quiz. I'm asking you, will that be sufficient, or do I need to again mail the IITM base and NPTEL support like I did last time?
There's a form floated by our team in which you filled up saying you're doing an
Yes, ma'am.
NPTEL course. I think it should be
Yes,
enough.
ma'am. I think that happened 2 months ago.
Yeah, that should be fine, I think. We'll anyways do one more round because the registration's closed only on September 20th. So we'll check it once more and then we'll finalize it.
Okay, so are you saying the form will be floated again, or
no,
something
for
like that?
people who have not filled it up earlier, we'll
Okay,
float it
okay.
again, I think.
Okay, that is fine. Okay, sorry, I'm sorry. I just have one more question remaining. Last question. So I had some credit deficits from due to the project courses. After I complete the September 2023 term, I will be having 112 credits. So when I register for the January term, I am planning to transfer 4 credits from NPTEL into the BSc level, and as well as take up 3 more courses. So is the number of credits that I'm accruing in a term, will that be an issue? So I'll be taking 4 credits from NPTEL and then again 12 credits from in-house electives. Will that be an issue, or that is fine?
That is fine, no? That is
It
okay.
should not matter, right? Because at the end of the day, you are just only transferring from NPTEL. You are not, see, the CCC part of it is still okay because you're doing only 3 courses, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think that, I mean, Bharti, that should not be a problem, right?
Yeah, that's what even I don't think it's an issue.
Okay. Actually, I had raised this during the registration window, and I was asked to mail the support team. So okay. Thank you. I think that answers all my queries. Thanks.
Okay.
See, support team, sometimes I just want to say they will not have answers to all the different types of situations and queries that you'll come up with, because these are also sometimes at a policy level approvals, and we have to have a definitive answer that we give the support and then they can reply, you know. So, and especially our policies are evolving so quickly, sometimes to get them also trained to understand the differences that are happening is a challenge. It's not very easy when you're not a student or not handled it for very long. So we have a few people who are competent in adapting to the changes, understanding what we are doing, and then answering appropriately. While some others probably take a bit more time because the system is not very easy and complicated if you've not been a part of it or you're not in the decision making, policy making, the process itself, right? So if there are something specific, then you all escalate it to us. You can write to me, JK, and also many times we help draft the answer and we say, okay, now use this for future purposes. So if there's something different that you've seen and you're not getting an appropriate reply, address it to us. Then we'll also know what to put in the FAQs or maintain it so that they can handle it from there on.
Yes, ma'am. Got it. Actually, as Rajesh said, personally, I am very hesitant to directly write to you or JK sir. When I have done that a couple of times, but generally it's like I don't wish to disturb you guys every time
No,
for
it's okay.
the.
That's what I'm saying. So whenever you write to us and we know that support knows the answer, I just redirect and say, support team, please help. It's just an
Right.
escalation from me to them and they will handle it, because there's I understand when people write to me that either they've gone to support and not gotten a reply, or the reply is not satisfactory enough and you're coming back. So if I know support knows the answer, I don't even reply. I just say, support team, please help. But if the mail comes to me, I read it and I understand this is not something that support can handle. It's a new question or something which we also have not thought about. And I sometimes even I need to go back to the coordinators and professors to get answers to some, for instance, a GATE thing that has happened. It's totally new for all of us. The questions that are coming up are completely new. In fact, yesterday discussion, we have taken out the chat and the questions. We are preparing an FAQ from our side also. So if you write to support, they will be totally lost because they will not have answers to it. So we are just building up on that knowledge and repo for us to be able to handle it. So even I don't know some things there as to, you know, eligibility, this one, institutes and all. Some things are outside our purview. Some things I don't know the answer. We have to find out and so on. So escalate to me. There's no problem on me or JK handling emails. We never complain about the number of emails we handle typically. So you can write to us if there's something that is still unresolved and we can help you out with it.
So,
Yes, ma'am. Thanks. Thank you.
with your permission, can I make a comment here?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I was supposed to do it later. So, as you're telling that about the problem in the support, so I have a suggestion. So can you please make a tool where I can put all my plan, so what I'm going to take the subject in this term and that term, and it will give me, it will tell me that, okay, so this is a valid plan or this is invalid plan. Also could be, it can say, so this will cost you this much and that much. Some kind of tool actually, so that mails to the support guy will be minimum in that case. So few of the common things that you can probably make some tools.
Yeah, sure.
Rajesh,
Just as
we'll look into it. But I think for 60% of the problems, I think a simple Excel template would be sufficient. But we'll try to get something done on this front.
Yeah, anyway,
because all the
template,
combinations. Yeah, I mean, we'll give you something from our side that I understand where the query is coming from. So we will be tackling this.
Yeah. So tool means it may not be always website. So you can give a say Excel with macros. So that is also okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of the same because at least 60 to 80% of the queries that I see could be addressed with an Excel macro.
Yeah. Right. So that's what I was saying. Thanks.
Okay, so the next person in queue is Varun Sundararajan.
I don't know, suddenly it has just died. So I've asked Arun whether the
Hello,
mic
sir.
is because for almost
Yeah.
1
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, Varun.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, actually, my question has already kind of been raised at one of my queries. I wanted to know more about taking in-house electives. So that will be you all are still working on it, and it will be known later. Is it?
Yeah, so the final list of courses, because we have to get approval from the faculty that they can accommodate BS students. So once, I mean,
Okay,
we'll be writing to them, we'll be getting the January list with us, we'll be writing to them. We know certain courses have only some, I mean, 100 plus 120 cap. So we cannot have those courses available. But any of the PG courses which are, I mean, which can be taken up, or the UG fourth year kind of courses where the limit is a little bit more relaxed, I think we will write to them and confirm. So it's too early, but by November, I think we should be in a better shape to answer at least some of your questions.
Okay, sir. And what type of courses will it be? Like, will it also be possible to do courses where, like, to do with integrated circuits and things like that, or will it only be data science related courses?
Primary, I think this term we'll be first looking at courses from CS department, CS math, those kind of departments first. The electrical part of it, I think we will need a little bit more interaction with each and every department.
Okay, sir.
So I think preliminary would be CS math. So you can think of CS math as and possibly HSMG departments.
Okay, sir. So, like, I was just kind of vaguely planning my next term. So I wanted to know whether it is possible to study these kind of things also if I manage to get on
See,
campus.
at this moment, we cannot assure you, Arun. I mean,
Okay.
it's too early. We need to get concurrence on those as well, because there will be prerequisites and other things. So how will
Okay,
you
sir.
ensure that the prerequisites are met? All those questions will come from the faculty, right? So
Okay, sir.
we'll have to figure out a mechanism to deal with that for other department courses, because I think there were a lot of people who have come from I mean, who had requested certain bio courses last time. So Professor Dinesh is part of the bio department. But again, the question that we have to face is, okay, how are their prerequisites? Where did they complete? Have they learned this? So there are a lot of questions that we have to answer when we raise these requests, right?
Okay, sir. Yeah, got it. So that is why CS is easier. Like, CS will face fewer issues because it's the same syllabus.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, so we need to submit to them that, yeah, the prerequisites are met, right? I mean, in data science course, I don't have any of those prerequisites, right?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Yeah.
No, but
Okay.
even in CS, they might say that, you have to know compilers, you have to know something else. This course can't be done. So every course in the institute will have prereqs. So we'll have to see what will be allowed without prereq, what will be allowed with a prereq, and so on.
Okay,
So which
ma'am.
they can make as an open bracket. See, we also don't want to just open up courses because there's availability. And see, one of the stands we could take is, okay, these students, I don't know the prereqs. They are saying they want to study it. Let's allow them to study it. If they pass, if they fail, it's up to them kinds. But that's not a good way to do it, because one, you're also paying for it. It doesn't put a good example for us to put the BS students into this position. So we need to ensure that there is at least something happening, that there's a good chance of you all enjoying the course, going through the learning process and passing it for credit, right? So in that sense, they will put prereqs, but the prereqs, again, they may not accept. If you say, in my college, I've done this in my parallel degree, can I do it? I'm really not sure if they will allow even for that many times. They are, many of them are very, I wouldn't say rigid, but they're very particular about the kind of prereqs that you should have, where you should have it from, what you should have learned, and so on. And there might be other math prereqs come with it. It could be even a bouquet of 2 or 3 courses that have to be done for something else. So we'll have to see on how we get in the campus courses. Like JK said, straightforward is to do the advanced data science, CS to a certain extent, HSMG definitely that we can provide. The other departments, we were also wondering because we do have, say, mechanical engineering students, chemical engineering, we have BCom students and other degree background people, right? So we were thinking of it, but yeah, we are not sure on how to proceed. So first step, baby step, we want to first try, how does the model even work, right? Can I get 5 seats and 5 courses that BS students can sit in a class and complete the course credited? Then we go on to the next steps of how do you expand the scope of it.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, I had one more. Okay, thank you, ma'am. So it'll come out before the next term registration, right? Some list and all. So when should I expect like a draft or a list of courses for in-house electives?
Closer to November, Varun.
Okay.
We cannot promise you anything, but see, closer to November, we'll have a clarity of the courses, the faculty, and also it will be easier for us to start looking at getting approvals.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
and
thank you.
this and that registration will not essentially intersect at some level. Yes, for planning for your study, it might impact, but in terms of workflows, it will be totally different because first you'll register with the IIT in-campus system, you will go through them, you'll complete the course, and just like NPTEL, we will take it up for credit transfer. It's not
Okay.
like you will move through us into the in-campus courses. You will do the in-campus courses and come back to us to credit the course. That's how it's
Okay.
going to work. So
Okay,
in
ma'am.
terms of registration, you will complete even our registration possibly, and then we will know that. And campus has its own timelines on how they handle all of this. So we'll also have to work with their own timelines. In fact, one of the worries I was saying is, what if, the course results get delayed or something like that? We all ensure that within a week you all get results. But what if course results get delayed or there's some other assessment component and we don't get things on time? We'll have to worry about other aspects of you all crediting the courses too.
Okay, ma'am. And like earlier in the beginning of this session, you had mentioned that like you may have the possibility of considering technical NPTEL electives in the BS level. So that if that is the case, that will be from this list, or is there a new like tentative list?
So there is an augmented list that we already have prepared. We are just waiting for approvals for that. Once it is done, we also want to ask them whether we can allow at least some crediting into this 8 credits. So the total NPTEL credits you can do in table 2 is 4, right? But at least if we can
Yes,
do that
ma'am.
4 into one of these 2 buckets is what we are looking at. The enhancement of NPTEL credits may not really happen, but at least putting that into this bucket, will they permit, is what we are looking at.
Oh, okay. You mean you may be able to credit like 4 in BSc, 4 in BS, but not both, is it?
No. The 4 in BSc table 2 that we are saying, if we can allow that to be accounted for in the mandatory 4 level, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Something like that is what we are trying to see, just to increase the scope of courses. I'm not really sure this is just a proposal, but
Okay.
because we don't have a level for the NPTEL course as such, right? It's not got a course code. So I don't know even how that will come. It might be, for all we know, rejected actually. So
Okay, ma'am.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Those are my queries. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Yeah, who's next?
I think it is Varun. So
Yeah, hi. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah, I had a question regarding, NPTEL has this self-paced courses, right? That we can take. It's not tied to the term, like the NPTEL term. We can take it whenever we want, and there's a remote proctored examination.
Correct.
So if I do a course which is approved on the approved table 2 list using the self-paced course,
It's
would I
not
be able to
approved for
credit
credit
that?
transfer. No, it's not approved for
Okay.
credit transfer.
It's not approved for credit transfer.
No. This is
Okay,
more
got
for
it.
skilling purpose only. Yeah.
Okay, because computer network, that course is offered by self-paced as well. That's why I was asking. Okay.
Yeah, you can use it for skilling, but not for credit.
Not for credit transfer. Okay. Second is at the end of this term, I'll have 132 credits. I'll only need 10 more to finish my BS level. If I take 4 courses, how would that work? 1, would I be allowed to do that? And 2, how will they show up on my transcript list? That's my query.
So whatever is the, I mean, whatever gets you the, I mean, see, basically whatever satisfies the BS criteria, the level criteria, it will be added into your transcript. If you have additional credits, let's say 4 and all, it will, I mean, you can take additional courses and you can avail individual transcripts for that, mark transcripts for that.
So, no, but see, going into the next term, I'll only need 10, maybe even 4 if I decide to credit my NPTEL courses. So if I end up doing 16 credits worth of courses in the next term, do I then get to choose which ones show up on my final transcript and which one will have individual transcripts? Or since I still haven't completed 142 credits, all the courses that I take up in the next term will show up in my final transcript?
So to answer this question, which all courses, Bharti, I don't think we let students choose which all come to their transcript, right? Whatever finishes first, we add them to the final BS degree level,
Yeah,
right?
the in-house courses, we just put it into the credit of 142 credits, that's all. Only the NPTEL and these optional campus courses is where they have a choice to say which I wanted to go and which I don't want to go in. So
no, yeah, I understand that part, but supposing I have
so Bharti, the problem, see, the problem is he will, I mean, assume that he does more courses than required. So for example, he needs only two courses to complete the credit requirement, and he takes 2 more for the next term. Is there a choice in which all 2 can he put in the transcript? Did I understand the question correctly, Varun?
Yeah, more or less you're right. Ideally, I want to show all 4, but if that's not allowed, then how does that work? I'm guessing you guys don't have the answer for this either, because
yeah, I don't have a ready-made answer. So
but just wondering if yeah, I understand.
Send a mail, Varun. We'll follow it up and we'll reply to this.
Okay, got it. I'll do that. Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Because I don't know
there will be an algorithm to do this, and I think many campus students also do take up extra credits and other things. So there will be some way of doing this. I think, but we will get the answer for it.
No, so there was a discussion where we actually discussed the scenario and said that students might credit up to 150 because in the workflow when they register and taken from NPTEL at the last stage or something like that, it could go up to 150 was the discussion we had, and we said we'll show all 150 on it. 142 is the minimum required to graduate with a BS degree, and 150 could be the max that is there. But you have a choice to not show something that I'm not sure about.
No,
otherwise, whatever you do through us will come there. Yeah.
Yeah, ideally I want to be able to show courses past 142 credits that I take whilst I'm a student. So I guess up to 150, if that's allowed, then I guess the extra course I take will be short. But the rules will get clarified by the next term on this, right?
Yeah, Varun, just send a mail. We'll have to check with the academic section on the rules for this. Yeah.
Okay, got it. I'll send an email. Thank you.
Okay, the next person in line is Kunal.
Am I audible, sir, ma'am?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, sir, I just want to ask one thing. In the session earlier, it was mentioned that courses like privacy and security in online social media are being discussed to be that they can be credited into either BP or BD courses. So like that sounds great actually, but is there any tentative list or some date when we can get that confirmation? Because it will help a lot in planning actually.
So we have prepared the list. It is going to steering committee. Bharti, another 2 months minimum, right, for the confirmation?
Yes.
Yeah, Kunal. So minimum of 2 months for confirmation.
Okay. And just one last thing. I just want to ask if somebody does improvement courses for a particular course. So in the transcript, does it show that the course has been done in that very term, or the grade for that course gets updated whenever it was first done?
See, in the final degree transcript, the timeline is not mentioned. It's the course and its credit. I don't think it will have the, I mean, whatever is the final updated credit for that course, that comes in based on each level. I don't think the term is there in the final degree transcript. Right, Bharti?
I am not really sure, JK. I don't offhand remember. Does anybody have a transcript? I don't remember this offhand. Whether the term comes. See, progress card, we listed term wise. So it's a term wise record of whatever the student did in every term. But in the transcript and the grade card, I don't know if we just list the courses and the grade, the credit points and all, or we do the term. Does anybody have a transcript here?
Have somebody applied for a transcript for higher studies or
Or
something?
the grade card would be there, right? The grade card also will do. You all would have received a grade card after you finish your diploma level, right?
Yeah, I can bring that up. I think I have to look at it. I haven't downloaded it.
Yeah, if you can just see it has a term or not, then that is the same pattern for the transcript normally.
Yeah, okay. Just give. I'm opening the 2022 May. Okay. So I'm sorry. What are we looking for here?
The grade card. Yeah.
Does the grade card have term also in it?
Yeah. It says first term, second term, that all of that, and the last it says fifth term. So May, August 2022.
No, the grade card is not that. That's a progress card, no?
It says BS grade card on the top.
Okay, let me check this.
So it will have A's, U's, I's, everything will be there in the in that document that you are seeing right now, right?
Yeah, it does.
No, so there will be another document which only has the past the courses that you have passed, right? I mean, it won't have I's and other things. So I'm sorry,
I don't have. Okay. Is it? Can I send you a screenshot of that maybe on Google Chat?
No. The document that you are showing, I mean, telling me, I understand which. This is a term-wise progress card. It's not the grade card. But yeah, Kunal, we'll do a cross check and we'll get back to you on this.
Okay, sir. So while we are on the topic. The NPTEL courses that we do along with our for the credit transfer, in the end, if we transfer it, the term-wise progress card doesn't show it actually. So will it be shown on the transcript which is generated, and is the transcript given automatically, or we have to request for that?
See, transcripts are given in two scenarios. One, when you exit the program, and the other is when you request for it. I mean, this is true for all IITs also, if my understanding is correct. So what do you say? So if you are exiting at a BSc, then you are eligible for a transcript, right? That's that's the transcript. I mean, because you are getting a degree, and along with the degree, you get the transcript.
Yes, sir.
And for all others, I mean, you should put a request showing why you need a transcript. For example, if you are planning to go for higher studies, I mean, typically masters require your transcript till now, right? I mean, that's a separate request. There is a standard process for it, and you have to apply through that process.
Okay, got it, sir. And you mentioned grades being or not being present exactly in the transcript. So, like, will it be bundled into the same thing that you cross-check and give back, or you can tell that if it contains the CGPA grades and all those sort of things?
CGPA and grade, everything will be there in the transcript, Kunal, but for the improvement course, whether the term is shown or not, or for all courses we show the term or not, is something that we have to check. For NPTEL courses, we will list the courses at the bottom is something that we wanted to check again with the academic section, or we just say number of credits transferred from NPTEL is this. That is something we wanted to check with the academic section and do. But for the NPTEL course, there is no course grade or marks that will be shown on the transcript. Whether we show the name or not, or just show the credit transfer is what we are also inquiring with respect to NPTEL. But your final transcript will have course name, course code, it will have the grade, it will have the number of credits. That is definite. Which term is something that we have to check.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah? Okay.
Okay, so the next person is Manisha.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Manisha.
so I have three questions. One I have already put on chat. So my
Yeah, I
grade
saw
card or progress card, whatever it is, it shows old levels and now the levels have changed. So I hope the next grade card will be updated with that.
So, Bharti, the LSM courses were at a 2 level when they started. So, when we finish the final degree, it will
Yeah,
be
it will
put
be
as
changed.
the
Even in this term,
Yes.
it will be changed. The course codes are changed in the database. When this term's progress card comes itself, it will get changed.
Okay. Yeah. The second thing is that I know none of these rules apply to me right now, but I would still want to take them. So it's the context is similar to that of Varun. Even I fell short of a few credit points because of projects, and I fulfilled them with NPTEL and some extra courses in house. But now, since this level 3 and level 4 came only last term and this term, and I'm completing my BS this term only. So looks like my transcripts will show a lot of level 3 and a few of level 4. So again, I have a similar question. Can I not take SHMG from NPTEL and use my current ones as SHMG so that ways I get to take one more in-house course to fulfill my credit deficit, and that can be level 4, so my transcripts also look good.
So, have you have you pushed the NPTEL courses for credit transfer in either of the earlier terms or the current term?
One I have done, and this time I have registered. So tomorrow is the exam, and I've already studied for it. So I'll probably even give the exam. So, yeah.
No, so go ahead and give it. So the only, the suggestion that I have is don't put that for credit transfer. Na? NPTEL
Okay.
certification you will still have, and then so you will still have credit deficit. So you could take up another course in the next term and add that to the credit. And of course, our calculation we will make sure that all the courses which are required to be added in the credits gets added, and then the NPTEL and the others gets in. So there will be some priority order in our algorithm also, right?
Okay.
Of course, the extra credits that you earn, whether it will be visible or not, we will get a check from academics and confirm.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, and one more request. So when we registered this term, the system was forcing us to take core courses, and that rule doesn't apply to us. So, but we were still in the GMeet, they said, go ahead and register with whatever it is forcing you to do, and just write to us and we'll fix it at the back end. But I'm still seeing the core courses as on my current dashboard. So
we will remove it. Do not worry. I mean, if the support team has said it's just. They will be. So they had opened a couple of courses yesterday. Also, I think they would be trying to do it in one shot. But we will remove it. So everyone required core courses.
yes. Even we were. The system didn't allow us.
Okay. So do not worry about
Core
it.
courses will be ours, no? You're entering the term only now, right?
No. I finished.
She's finishing.
Okay, so what did it force you to do?
It forced me to took software engineering and software testing.
No, I don't think so. The workflow is not even enabled with that. In fact, we couldn't even enforce it this time because the workflow is not changed for that.
No, ma'am. I think even
software engineering testing would have
Kunal
shown
had
as
the same
electives. That's all. No, sure. Software engineering testing would have shown as electives for you, not as a forced course or something like that, because we have not even enabled the workflow with that. The approvals came for us on September 7th at the Senate, and we were opening registrations on 14th. So we were not ready to implement it. But send us a mail. I don't think that was a problem. Maybe it showed in your list of electives at the top. That's all. But not as forcing you. I mean, by default, it could have been ticked or something like that, but you could have always changed it to some other course you wanted. Because I'm very sure we have not implemented it.
I don't know, ma'am, but at least I know 2-3 people who were forced to take software engineering and testing. I think Kunal is already
Jaydev
there on
is
the
there, is
call.
it? I don't think so. Jaydev, Hanani and all, you are in degree level, right? Did you all enter before? Did you all get these issues?
No, ma'am.
No, right? Okay.
Ma'am, we are talking about this term, right?
Yeah, this term.
I took both the subjects for, I mean, DL AI, and I was able to take software engineering as well without taking the testing one. So,
No, that's not the
No. So
thing. They were saying. Okay, go ahead, Jay.
yeah, go ahead, Bharti.
No. So the problem being raised is they have already completed the BSc and the BS level and taking courses at which they say that the other core pair was being forced in the workflow for them to register without giving a choice of other electives. So I was saying that was not the case because we haven't been implemented it in the workflow rules. So it actually was not so as what I think it should have been. But if anybody else was in the BS level who kind of got this is what I wanted to know.
I know Kunal had this problem with me, and Kunal, at least I know for sure, had this problem. I don't know about others.
No, I mean, see, the courses could have been ticked as a checkbox by default in some sense, but it's not like you could have unchecked it and gone on to other course. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe. I have a screenshot. I have already sent a mail to support, and I was expecting the courses to be updated. I'll forward the same mail to you, ma'am.
Okay, I think Sindhuja is here from the support. Sindhuja, can you take note of this and just check what the thing was?
Sindhuja, you would have received a mail from Manisha. This is regarding a student at BS level requiring the second core pair also to be mandatorily taken.
Yeah, so that's it from me. Thank you.
Yeah, Manisha, we'll do a check and we'll get back to you on this one.
Yes.
I think next in line is Rajesh. Rajesh,
Am I
you can
audible now,
ask
sir?
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Sir, 3 to 4 students face this issue. We have noted it already.
Okay, so their courses will be removed,
Yeah, we
right?
had this issue in a course registration. They already completed one core pair. This time form asked us to mandatorily take the second core pair. So we have noted already for we couldn't cross that in the course registration. So we asked them to register for second core pair. We confirmed them like we'll change their course. Only 3-4 had faced this issue. We don't know what happened, but it's only unique issue for 3-4 students.
And it's not even students entering in September, right?
No, ma'am. They have already entered a degree level previous term. Now the form has asked them to register the second core pair mandatorily. Form didn't allow.
How is it working like this? Okay, that's software for all
We
of
have
you.
noted, ma'am. We have noted already.
Okay, and when are we changing it and giving them the new course access?
Exception, they are changing it today, I guess, ma'am. They will give access.
Okay, can you follow up and close this and
Yes.
just send it out?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Manisha, I was not aware, but this is a bug definitely because it's not a part of the workflow. That much I knew. So
This is not for all students. Only unique of 4 or 5 students have faced this issue. Not for all students.
so Kunal is also there in that list, is it?
Kunal is also there.
Okay, fine.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thanks, Manisha. So I think by today it should be resolved, hopefully. Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah, Rajesh, you can ask your question.
Yeah, so I have 4 questions now. The first question is in the degree level, we have the different kind of courses with the numeric code with 2, 3, and 4. So can you please tell me what's the significance of that? Apart from that, rates are different. Other than that, what's the actual difference between
No,
2, 3, and 4?
it is like a first year. I mean, think of it like a first year, second year, third year, fourth year course. So the I mean, now degree level will have only 3 and 4 levels, not 2 levels, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
2 is there. Mathematical thinking 2.
Okay. Mathematical thinking is 2. Yeah, that's okay. But yeah, I mean, see, the point is these are, I mean, if you actually enter a regular undergraduate program, these will be courses. So the number at the start suggests the year in which typically it comes in a regular program. So a mathematical thinking will be part of a regular maths course at a theoretical CS kind of programs. It will come in the second year because it's all about logic, how the logic is built, proofs, which is standard for a math. I mean, for a math department, right? So these are typically second year courses. 3 level means it's a third year undergraduate course. 4 means it's a fourth year. It's kind of a specialization kind of thing. I mean, moving towards postgraduate specialization. 4 and 5 are typically taken up by master's students as well, and undergraduate students at the final year. So rather than working on so I mean, they may be going for a slightly more
6, 7
deeper
are PhD levels, right?
Yes. 6, I mean, 6 can be taken by masters also. I mean, 4, 5, 6 are typically master level courses. 6.
JK, we can't hear you. I don't know what happened.
So, ma'am, so probably you can cover in that case. So,
go ahead.
Yeah. So in that case, can I consider the 2 as the same as 3 in this particular case?
What is 2 is the same as 3? I didn't understand.
2 is mathematical thinking.
Correct.
And so there are 3 and 4, etc. there. So as this is we're not entering the this is not a second year course, so how that mathematical thinking will fit into that? So that is one question.
Yeah,
but
so
No, it is a second year course. See, the level of the course is defined by the first digit, which means that this is not an advanced level course, but it's a very basic course. And in typical programs, other programs, this would be in the first year or the second year. If you go to a BSc Maths, maybe it will even come in the first year. Maybe other programs, it comes in second year. So basically, this level of the course also signifies the difficulty level of the course. Sometimes in an absolute sense, sometimes with respect to the this program, the level of the course in the program. For instance, C programming course is actually a level 1 course in the electronic systems degree program, but it's a 3-level course in ours because the C program in our structure does not come in the first year or second year. So we're saying it's a 3rd year course. But for the electronic systems, it's a code level 1001 is something. CS1001 is, I think, C programming course. So that's how it works for us. So here the 2 or 3 can be taken at the BSc level. That is what we are saying here. Because it's a very different course from our program, which does not require this as a mainstream course. But it's an elective, but the level of it is pegged as a very basic course. That's all.
But it doesn't prevent to take a level 4 course at BSc and level 3 course at BS, right?
Rajesh, you have to contextualize it with the program that you are, I mean, the degree that you are getting. So, for example, you are doing a data science degree. Why would you want a mathematical thinking course, which is more suitable for a regular BSc math or the computer science, the people who want to go to theoretical computer science? I mean, a mathematical thinking course is ideally required by people who want to go into the more logical, the more theoretical aspects of computer science. not the application part of
No,
computer
I
science,
understood.
right?
So, sir, I understood that. So I'm talking about the your process-oriented way, actually, not in the not its value-oriented way. So what I'm trying to understand, the level 3 course I can take at BS level if I want, and
Yes.
level 4 course also I can take at BSc level if I want, right? So
Yes, yes.
the system will not prevent me to do that, right?
Correct. Yeah, it will not prevent you from doing so. I mean, whichever courses that we have seen, the 3-level and 4-level courses are typically at the BSc or the BS level. On top of it, we also have one more elective, which is at a 2-level when it comes to math. That's all.
Okay. Okay.
So process-wise, also there is no confusion. I mean, there are these certain courses which are ideally pegged at a different level, but going into the program because, or I mean, see, there is some specialization program also because it is slightly broad. Data science is interdisciplinary, but suppose somebody wants to do a master's in MS in computer science, where it's more on algorithms and all. Mathematical thinking course will help them because then they don't have to do that again when they go into the master's program.
Right. Right. My second question is that what's about the cryptography and cybersecurity? So I can see on your web page it's there, but in our grading document it's not there. So it's getting me confusion. So is this something for future or it's a drop?
Which one?
Cryptography and cybersecurity.
Cryptography,
Basically, as part of the program, we get approvals for what might be good courses for the program. But step 1 is first identifying courses that might benefit, and we get Senate approval. We go through all the works of it to define the syllabus and all, and we do it. And then we scout for faculty who might be interested in teaching that particular course. So for this, we got an approval, but we don't have a faculty. If a faculty comes, approval is in place, so we will offer it. But till then, we are just saying that the course might be offered. We don't know. There's an approved course in the program.
Okay. Okay. So I can actually, I have some interest on this course. So that's why I'm asking. So this may come in future, but as of now, there's no planning. So that's what I understood.
Yeah. Currently, we don't have a faculty identified for this.
Okay. And the third question is that when we'll get our diploma certificates, ma'am? Any expected date or time?
You have completed this term, is it?
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
It will take at least a month more.
Okay.
So once we sort out all the content issues, this one, slowly the certificates start getting generated.
Oh, okay. So that's all from my side. And just one quick, it's not a question actually. So just a observation. Sometime this meeting setup happens very with very short notice period. Just to give an example, this particular meeting where we am right now. So this was, we have got notification around 25 hours back. So sometimes that could be very difficult to actually
Rajesh,
accommodate.
I mean, 25 hours ago, our calendars also got synced up, and that's why we thought we will just do a quick orientation in case people are still having doubts, because we are seeing a flood of emails also, right? I mean, so many of these are also a reaction to a reactive way of looking at mails, looking at issues, and then appropriately trying to address it on a one-on-one basis. So I do understand that it may not be the best, but I think going forward, we will try to make sure that this is more coherent and everybody knows that these kind of meetings happen before the start of the term. And I mean, most of the queries get addressed before the start of registration and other things.
Yeah, and at the same time, with regards to that same communication thing, I can say that I have got some mails in last few days, so yesterday and day before yesterday probably, where the mail says that we have uploaded a course, we have uploaded this content 1 for week 1. But for which course, who is sending the mail? So that is not clear. So I really
So this has been noted. This has been noted. It is a usual practice that we give I mean, like any Google Groups message, we usually give the. I think there was a setting. Usually, what happens is whenever we create a group, we actually put the default setting on for sending the group. I mean, the prefix can be added to the subject, right? So I think it got missed out and the mail got sent, but we have we have ensured that the prefix will stay from next announcement
Okay.
onwards. And in fact, you can even look into the signature also. That would also tell which course team is sending the message.
No, it's always CS something. So for the CS something, I CS then some numerics.
Correct,
So
correct,
that
correct.
doesn't make sense. So that doesn't.
Yeah.
say
No, we perfectly understand. So we'll enable this in our groups as well. The prefixes were not set in the groups, so that's why this issue happened. We'll ensure that the prefixes get enabled at the time of group creation itself.
Okay, no problem. So that's all
Yeah.
from my side. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Rajesh. Next person is Vikash.
Yes, sir. I am audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. Sir, that few issues I want to tell. That one is that major issue that everybody is getting some mails that is panicking everyone. Like last, I think after end term, everybody got that mail. They have not attended end term. Okay. So
Okay.
if there is, so it is creative panicking everywhere that you know. So it will means that flow can be made better. That such thing not happen. Because we are facing, I think this time we face so much many times. For me also, they told you are ineligible for MLP project. Then
Okay.
I mailed multiple places. Then after 3 days, after they told to ignore that mail. So the thing should not happen, but it is happening continuously, and we are flooded everywhere. Like in discourse, every writing, I am not eligible. He is not eligible. Or he's failed this course. Then after 2 hours, it is coming. You ignore this mail. So means it is unnecessary. It is creating problem for everyone. So some flow changes can be made that such things not happen.
Sure, Vikash. I mean, we do double check. I mean, we are asking teams to do a double check of the data that comes in. See, at the end of the day, you should also understand that these are all bulk emails based on a mail merge, right? So if the data is incorrect, yes, everyone will be flooded. So we do understand, because it is ultimately increasing our workload also. So we are putting in place a little bit more checks and balances from our side as well whenever bulk emails are sent.
Now, like end term, if it was possible that they would have written, if I missed end term, you can fill this form. So it is written directly, you have missed end term, please fill this form and write what issue you have face, whatever. Another issue, sir, we have, I told you, I think last time that YouTube playlist, they have not updated. Means that's some degree level, some or maximum degree level courses not having all the lectures. And even lectures are not sorted. So like week 9 is coming in first lecture as a first lecture, and week 1 is in, I think after 20 or 30 videos afterwards. So that if possible can be done.
Yeah, definitely. I think the YouTube thing has been sorted out. I mean, so if I remember correctly, we have added all the sub channels onto the, I added it into the featured channels in the main playlist.
That was
also
added. That was added only. But that sorting thing and adding thing was not done. Even some lecture, I think design thinking, data visualization having up to, I think third or fourth week lectures. Afterward, all lectures are missing. And I think design thinking, it was available before. Now that lecture, that playlist itself is removed condition, means it is not available anywhere.
Oh, okay. No, this we'll check. I thought the YouTube playlist got sorted, but yeah, let me check with the studio team.
Sir, please, if it is possible, because means for everybody it will be helpful, because we will not able to take all the courses, or else we want to see before what is future what lectures is coming, we can do in our time. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Think the next. Okay, I see Preetodeep again. Is this a new question or?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had actually finished my questions, but the confusion regarding the grading, grade card and the progress report, I had to come back.
So the grade card, we'll do a cross check from our side, Pritotip. Even we are not sure. Ideally, it should not have the grade card will not have term, is what my understanding is. But I'll have to check with the team to see how the template is created.
Yeah, I actually cross-checked this from my end right now. So what I'm seeing is every term since January 2021, I have been getting progress reports. And
correct.
After every May term, I am getting a grade card. So I have a 2021 May grade card and a 2022 May grade card. And I'm pretty sure I'll get one for 2023 as well, because the May term just ended. I'm just setting a comparison between the grade card for the May 2022 term and the progress report for the May 2022 term. I just have them side by side open. The progress report is signed by the coordinator of IITM BS degree. Most probably this is Professor Andrew Thangaraja's signature. But the grade card has the signature of assistant registrar / deputy registrar of academic courses.
Okay.
Also,
so the grade card,
please proceed, sir.
Does the grade card have a U course or an I course that is already available? I mean, suppose you had an I
did not.
in any of.
I did not, sir. Till that point, no. There is one more big difference, though. The term-wise progress report says there's a disclaimer in the bottom. It says this document is only for internal use. This is a record of term-wise progress of the student. This progress report cannot be used as an official grade card or transcript. Correct. However, this disclaimer is missing in the grade card. Also, the grade card issued 4 days after the progress card has been issued. One is on 19th September, the other one is on 23rd September. So
the grade card will be typically of a level, right? I mean, does it capture the entire level that you have completed, or does it also include
as far as the contents are concerned, there is no difference between the progress card and the grade card. There are
that's because wait. That's because you've not had a backlog or you've not had an IE course or something like that. Typically, the grade card is given only on completion of a level. If you complete foundation level, then we give you a grade card. That's why in the Jan term, after you did the first term, you won't get your grade card. After you complete one diploma, you will get your grade card. After you complete 2 diplomas, you will get your grade card. It is not a May pattern that you see. Incidentally, you have probably completed levels in the May terms. So only when you finish.
No, actually, I completed diploma in September. I mean, 2022. So I think the second one doesn't hold.
Diplomas, right?
Yeah, both diplomas.
One diploma, when did you complete?
Yeah, that was before. I think that was by May. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So that is what we do. And of course, the progress card is only an internal document that we are generating to say that these are the courses you registered for, you dropped it, you were incomplete and all. Hence, it is signed by the coordinators. The coordinators are not official designatories of academic documents going out from the institute. But this is more for your reference to see that these are there. Hence, it cannot be used as an official document when you're sending it to any university or to any company or something like that. For a company, it's still okay if they want to see the progress or something like that, but not definitely to an academic institution if you're writing for, say, higher education or something like that. The grade card is signed by the academic DR academic courses and all, which is more official in that sense, but these are still auto-signed by them. When you want another transcript, is signed by a higher authority, which is the Dean academic courses will come in, and then you'll get the official transcript as hard copies, signed by them, sealed by them, and all that.
Will we get those official transcripts after we complete the BS, or we have to apply for it separately?
I do not know. We are checking on that. Apparently, the BTech does not give it as part of the completion. Only if you apply, you get it, it seems. We are checking on whether we can do it. Anyway, the grade card will be given to you. Whether it's a transcript or not is something that we are checking with them on whether we have to do it. That's one part. And JK, I was just checking with Vignesh sir on this. Vignesh sir is saying that the term will be shown in the transcript too. So if an improvement course is done, then the term in which the best grade was gotten, that term will be shown on the transcript is what he's saying, but I will verify it again once more.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm just one more clarification in this regard. For example, if someone doesn't, so what I've done in the previous term, I took up statistical computing, but I did not complete it. So will that remain in the grade card as well? I mean, how does that work out? If I do not complete it ever, like I just dropped the course, I don't complete it.
Grade card will only have completed credits, Pritotip. It will not have incomplete credits.
But the term-wise progress will contain incomplete credits as well.
Yes.
Okay. I understand. Okay.
So grade card is, that's what Bharti said. I mean, it's like a level completion and other things. So only when, and if you're not taking that course again, then it will not come in your grade card at all, right? Because you haven't completed that credits as far as we are concerned.
Okay. Just wanted to add a tiny clarification in extension to Rajesh's question. He said that the cryptography course was there on the website in the academics page. It was there, but I checked right now. For some reason, clicking on that course now redirects to the syllabus for programming in C. So maybe that is a minor website glitch that needs to be corrected.
Okay, we'll do check that. I mean, yeah, I mean the cryptography we haven't gotten courses, so it may be a I mean
previously
we'll
it was
do a
showing
check
the
in
weekly syllabus as well, but now it just redirects to the programming in C page.
Yeah. Sure.
We had asked them to remove it because of questions like this of when it will come. So the sequential modeling, this and all, we had asked to remove and just put the active courses in the website. Looks like they messed up something there. We'll check it.
Okay. Thanks, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thanks for answering the questions.
Okay. So no other questions that I see. Yeah, I mean, any other questions that you have on course selection or any of the aspects related to degree courses? Bharti, any point that we missed out regarding? I think apprenticeship was one part. I think there is this two split that you wanted to tell, right? It could be a BS apprenticeship as well as a BD, BPI or a BD apprenticeship.
Yeah, so
right?
just yesterday we did an apprenticeship meeting and it was live streamed also. So I think we have all the details there. I just thought I'll run through it once more, but my system is still not up. So yeah, the apprenticeship details are given in yesterday's meeting that we did with the live stream there. In detail, we had discussed, taken questions and all of it. The gate also we discussed there. I just wanted to bring up the gate also for this group because there might be people potentially trying to apply to. So that also we discussed yesterday. There were more questions coming on it that we are trying to answer. So that was all there was, JK. Nothing new after that set of slides.
Yeah. So I think the GATE students, I mean, technically, I mean, just do a cross check whether you are required to submit mark transcript at this point, or a bona fide will be sufficient. If my understanding is right, a bona fide should be good enough because that's an academic proof at the end of the day. Anybody applying for GATE from this group? Okay, I think there is no one.
Yeah, I am applying for the GATE this time.
Okay, but have you completed all? I mean, which level are you in? Have you just joined BSc or?
No, I'm like 2 credits short for BS. 2 credits for now.
Okay, so I mean, basically, your grade, you will have a I mean, so does the GATE application form require you to upload transcripts?
No, nothing for now.
Okay, because we got a query asking us what transcripts will be can be used. If my understanding is right, transcripts are only required when you get admitted to an institute and not before. A bona fide, I mean, they require a bona fide, right?
For registration, they haven't asked us anything, but yesterday Andrew sir was telling something that they would verify before the whole tickets would be released. So maybe at that time they would be we would be asked to submit transcript.
Okay, but so in the registration form, there is nothing. I mean, you don't even have to upload any of the documents pertaining to degree.
No, nothing.
Okay. I mean, so yeah, so GATE form has changed a lot since I applied. So yeah, I mean, so my understanding was that initially you will upload saying that you are a pre-final year, or I mean, that proof is uploaded first, and later at the time of entering the, I mean, getting admitted into the institute with GATE score, that's when you upload the mark transcript for the your degree. But yeah, I mean, so we'll do a cross check. So I think that's it from our side today.
Yeah, so reach out to us if you all have any questions, if there are any mistakes on the website, if there's anything else that we need to clarify that is not clear, inaccurate, ambiguous communication from our side. So these you can point out so that we can make note of it and we can also make the changes. With respect to the mistakes that we are making by sending out wrong emails and causing confusion and all, yes, that's something that we are constantly telling the team not to, but yes, it happens sometimes, in spite of all the precautions we take, it does happen sometimes, especially when there's a lot of activity going on and we are kind of working on very quick timelines, there's some pressure and it goes wrong. So sorry about that. We'll try to definitely handle it in the coming month. So if there's anything else, do let us know. You can write to support definitely, but if you don't get answers, like I said, write to me or JK and we'll take care of all those.
Ma'am, the presentation that you were showing, do we have anything else important in that or?
No, nothing. It just had the apprenticeship and the gate and all that I want. That's it.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so consistency in abbreviations across documents, we will definitely put it. If you have noted something, please do put it in our note as well so that we can alert the team. We can do a cross check from our side as well. Okay, so Rajesh, Afnan, all those people who are pointing it out, please do send us also what you have already written to support. We will take care of that.
Okay, thanks all for joining and have a good weekend. I think we can close the meeting now. Thanks, JK. Thanks for.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.